the Pac-12 and the Big 12 together on one screen.
Is there a merger coming?
Might be a good idea for both those conferences to merge. You got Oklahoma, Nebraska. It's an old Big 8 rivalry. Baylor, Texas State. That's not an old cool rivalry, but it is an in-state game. Another in-state game at Texas. This one might be good. UTSA at Texas. That's a tricky spot for the Longhorns coming off that Alabama game. Utah against San Diego State and USC against Fresno State. Over-under number of replays, they show the Reggie Bush run on that game. It is a Fox game as well, so I would say 1.5.
I would say 20.5. A lot of USC alums there at Fox. Trust me, they're unbearable to deal with.
I believe you. That's Brady Quinn. That's Danny Kanell. I'm Chris Hassel. Let's start with USC. 12-point favorite against Fresno. The total is 71.5.
That's too much for me. I mean, look, I know USC's got a prolific offense right now with Lincoln Riley, some of the creativity that he's bringing to this offense now they didn't have under Clay Helton. Obviously, Caleb Williams, who's put himself now in the second position for the Heisman favorite. And then Jordan Addison, who's just been phenomenal this year. 12 receptions, 4 touchdowns. I mean, he's been incredible. And so this game's not so much to me about what USC's defense does. They're still work in progress. Look, they're tied for third in the country in getting interceptions, and they've converted a lot of those interceptions into touchdowns. That's not sustainable. What is sustainable? This offense, and no one being able to keep up with playmakers like a Jordan Addison and the rest of this roster, or stop Caleb Williams even when he takes off and runs the football. So I think it's a high-scoring affair. It doesn't quite hit that over, but it's one where they're able to cover the 12-point spread here. I don't think Jake Haener and Fresno State are going to be able to keep up, Danny.
So I'm with you on the under. It's just a principle under. The number's too high. I want to see, what exactly unfolds. But I'm going to go with Jake Haener, who was known as the Pac-12 killer until he lost to Oregon State last week. But he did have a signature win last year. He did have the signature win last year against UCLA, playing against his own. He started his career at Washington. And I promise you guys can hold me to this, because I've faded. This will be the third week in a row I've faded USC, like figuring, all right, I don't know if I buy into the hype. I'm close. I'm getting there, but not yet. I want to see one more chance if they're going to make me look foolish. Then I promise you I'll start laying the points, take them as a favorite every single time. But I think Fresno State, feeling like they can go in there and hang with this, Super Bowl opportunity for them. How does USC do in this spot? I'm very curious to see. I hope this one's close. I want to see USC on the national stage in close games, but it terrifies me at the same time.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.